back to MAPOP Sports. This is Grandy. If this is your first time here, welcome. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel, checking out this video. You guys are returning, welcome back, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good beginning to your week. I'm just kind of trugging along. I'm actually... Today was, I'm not going to, so this week, if you guys are wondering, I know I have a card show coming up here in Denver. Hey, swing by. I have a small tape over here in the area. And I'm just not going to have a ton of time to list too much this week. I'm pricing out some old wax stuff. I got some wax that I'm going to price and bring to the show. Slowly, pricing out slabs and everything like that. So I'm just kind of doing the grind on that and then just kind of figuring out what I'm going to bring for the show and everything this week. And just kind of finalizing things and everything. So this is the thing for a show. Just kind of a prep, I guess you can say. I'm kind of a show prep this week. What I'm looking to do. Am I going to buy any cards or anything like that? I don't quite know. I think I'm going to focus more on building relationships, selling whatever I can move, and then I may, if I have a little bit of time during the show, I'm going to try and see if I can make some plays on more of the mid stuff, and then just stuff that I'm looking to possibly grade and to put in the the inventory in the store and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be looking to do this week. So pretty busy week, guys. So there you guys go. So talk about pricing anyway. So this is, I'm trying to, I guess you can say, kill two birds with one stone on this. So let's talk about pricing and how I price cards, how often I price cards, how do I reprice cards. I think I did a video on how you do comps and everything on pricing and stuff. So before I forget though, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to do either tomorrow or Thursday. It's going to probably be the last video of the week. I'm going to only do one more video. It's going to be my 1 year up-to-date of selling sports cards full-time. I'm going to do a whole recap about it. It's going to be a long video. So make sure you guys subscribe on that and check that out. So, but in the meantime, pricing. So like I said, I did a video about pricing and how I do comps and everything, previously. If you guys don't know or not aware, if you're kind of just into this whole industry or just getting into the hobby, because I know there's a lot of people. So I know there's a lot of us who have been collecting since the day of time. I've been collecting for almost 40 years now, getting close to that. Damn, I'm getting old. But anyways, and then others who just started or maybe just joined during the pandemic or just, are just looking to do something new and get into the sports card hobby. So comps and everything is a little bit different than what it used to be. Used to be just the Beckett book and everything you look up. Everybody went by one price guide. There is no price guide nowadays, guys. So pricing and comping a specific card, whether it's a slab or even raw, primarily, I mean, the majority, 99.9% of it, people are just kind of going off of what eBay has sold, whatever that card has sold on eBay last. That's kind of the majority of how you comp things, or other auction sites, whether, Golden or whatever the case may be. But primarily it's kind of going off of eBay. Now, remember, it's not set in stone. It's not guaranteed that price of that card has to be whatever eBay says. It can fluctuate, especially when you're doing card shows and in person. It's just kind of a guideline. Use it as a guide, and then especially with today's shill bidding bullshit that's happening everywhere. I'm pretty sure you guys seen a lot of YouTubers talking about that. But you just use it kind of as a guide, and that's what I usually do when I'm pricing out my cards, whether it's slabs, whether I'm pricing for anything in regards to that I'm putting in the inventory. So use it as a guide. So this is the thing. So a lot of people were kind of wondering, like, how do I price cards quickly when I'm scanning, trying to do 100, 200 cards? You don't want to go in through and look up pricing of every single individual card. So this is the thing, guys. If you do this long enough, and if you've been in the hobby long enough, or if you've listed long enough of specific cards, you kind of figure it out what the going rate is per card. So a lot of, let's just say, insert cards of specific players. Let's just say, up and coming hot quarterbacks. Some of their inserts, if it's a non-rookie card, you can kind of estimate it's going to be in that $1 to $5 range. If it's just a basic, prism, cracked ice, or whatever, whatever the case may be, you can kind of figure that out and price it quickly and move on. That's how I do it. Is that right or wrong? I don't know. People might hate on it because they're like, you're way under, you're losing money, you're making us, you're undercutting us. I hate to say it, you don't put food on the table for my kids. So tough luck, man. It is what it is. I try not to. I'm not going out of my way to try and undercut people. You know, just I want to be cognizant of that. But I'm not going to sit here and apologize if I have to try and, you know, sell a card, okay? So that's how I do those specific types of cards. Vintage cards, I usually just kind of price it pretty low, anywhere, like I just said, between the $1 to $3 range. If it's a superstar, whatever the case may be, then you might want to look, you know, the comps up on that, or Hall of Famers, things like that. You might want to look up the comps. You kind of know, and then you kind of know the sets. You kind of know what year are good, like, you know, first or second year, you know, or not rookie year, rookie cards. You might want to look up comps. You might want to look at the pricing, spend a little bit extra time. Second year, let's just say second year Steph Curry, second year Kobe Bryant, things like that. If you find those cards, you might want to look those up. Those are going to be a little bit more than the normal cards, that is. But other than that, you know, specific cards going to be that are going to be $1, $2. I usually look up cards and price cards that are, you know, that have patches, autos, super, you know, numbered cards or rare cards or superstars. Like, you know, right now, any Patrick Mahomes card, I'm going to probably look up just to kind of price it out, just kind of see where it's at. Any superstar like Anthony Edwards cards, you know, that I, you know, pricing out, I'm going to try and probably look those up. Victor Wembanyama, those types of players and cards, you might want to just kind of look it up just to make sure you're number one, like you say, you're not undercutting, but also you're not leaving, you know, money on the table by just pricing way too low. So I try to do those, but all the other ones, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm just pricing it as I go, because the quicker I go and the quicker it's listed, the quicker I'm able to do that. So like I said, through experience, you will figure out what those prices are going to be at on that. Slabs, like I said, autos, numbered, you know, the bigger, higher, middle end cards, I comp. And then people are asking, how do I price that out? I usually go off of the comps. I usually go off of the last 3 to 5, you know, listed sales on eBay. 130 Point, if you guys never know, it's 130 Point. It's a site that kind of grabs all the recent sales of auction sites, things like that, of this specific card. Then I just kind of base it off of that. So, for instance, let's just say a slab is selling for $20, $25, and $15. So 15, 20, 25. I normally, on a card like that, a slab like that, I would probably price it anywhere between the $20 to $25 range. So probably meet halfway, $22.50, $22.99. I don't know. That's where I would be, because I'm not looking to hold this card forever. If I can move it, great. If I can sell it a little bit under the highest point comps, I'll do it. I'll try to find that middle point ground. That's kind of how I price it. Now, let's just say they're all selling at about $25, $20 to $25. I might comp it at the $25 range. It just depends. If you can kind of feel it out by looking at the most recent sales of that, and then that's how I comp it. Move forward, list it, go. There is no need to ponder it and waste your time. Price it out accordingly, and that's how I move forward, and then just move on to the next item, to the list and price. Otherwise, you can be wasting way too much time. Now, do you always go off the biggest comp? Some people say, list is super high and they'll sell sooner or later. I mean, you can do that if you have the time. If I was doing this as a side hustle, yes. Because I'll just wait till somebody's willing to pay, or if that card ever reaches that pinnacle, yeah. You know, I wouldn't really care. But now I'm trying to move cards as soon as I can, get that profit margin up and rolling. So I want to be as aggressive, but yet fair in regards to the pricing as much as possible. If you guys don't believe me, go look at all my cards. Now, comps change and prices of cards change on a daily basis. Keep that in mind. I understand that. I know that. But I have almost 40,000 listings, so I do not have time to go back and recomp or reprice specific cards. So people ask me, so how do I know what card to go ahead and reprice? Hang on. What I normally do is, I think I talked about this in a couple videos before. It's too hard to go back and reprice all the lower end stuff. Anything that's under, like, in regards to that, if I put it through the scanner, if it's under like 10, 15, 20 bucks, I'm probably not gonna reprice those things. It is what it is. If they sell, they sell. I might do like super sales or something like that on them in the store, but I don't have time to go and search those specific cards and reprice them. Slabs, on the other hand, or higher end autos, things like that, I do, if I can find them, I will regrade them if I have, or reprice them if I have time. I normally, this is what I was kind of telling you guys, I'm going to try and see if on a daily or every other day basis, try grab maybe 5 to 10 cards that I've already listed on my slabs and everything. And what I would normally do is maybe recomp those 5 to 10 cards on a daily basis or every other day basis, and then reprice them and see if they're, see where I'm at accordingly. If I'm still there, am I too high? Am I too low? I would reprice it, and sometimes it does sell, and sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. You don't know, but that's what I normally do. I have way too much listings to go back. Now, if you have a small amount, let's just say if you only have 100 listings, shit. If that's the case, if you have time, go relist or go recomp or reprice 10 to 15 on a daily basis. You'll be done in a week and a half. But I don't have that luxury. So like I said, I try to grab 5 to 10 on a day or every other day basis, and then I reprice them, and then just keep doing that. Grab another next 5 or 10, the next one in the list of those slabs and stuff when I have a little bit of spare time, and then keep doing that every other day on a daily basis. So that kind of, I guess you can say, tries to get your inventory pricing as according to the current comps as possible on that, or current pricing, what they're going for. So that's how I would do that, and that's how I currently do it. Right or wrong, I think it's working. I don't know. I'll see if I want to readjust it. The coming weeks or coming months. We'll see about that. Pricing for card shows and everything. What I normally do is, if you guys are never done a card show, if you're gonna do a card show, I usually price everything at about what eBay it's going for on the current exact comps. I don't go too much higher, don't go too much lower. I go right at where the comps is. Why, you may ask? Because people are like, you need room to negotiate. Look, this is my thing. This is how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I'll let you guys know. So for this upcoming show, I'm pricing everything literally at pretty much what eBay is comping for. Don't need to price it up. I will give room. I will tell everybody who comes out, look at my cards, like, look, you can look at the card, you can look at the whatever the wax. It's according to comps. I do have a 10% margin to be able to move down. So I might be able to move down another 10, 15% for them. I wouldn't go more than that. And the reason being is because eBay fees, guys, simple as that. eBay fees is literally 12, 13%. So that gives you, if you price it right at comps, okay? All you need to do is take 10 to 15% off and say that's your bottom line on that specific card on the thing, because that's what it's going for on eBay currently, right? That's how I'm going to price it. That's how I'm going to do it. Now, people are going to be like, well, the guy's going to want, or the girl's going to want 20%. You need to explain to them, look, I'm saving them money. 10 to 15% off of what it's currently going on eBay, number one. Number two, they don't have to pay any taxes or fees. And number three, they have it in hand. Look, you can get the card in hand. There is no shipping. There is no waiting. There is no taxes that they're gonna have to pay. And I'm saving them another 10 to 15% what they would get on eBay. So you need to explain it to your buyer there at the show that you're saving them anywhere between 15 to 20%, and they have the card in hand. They don't have to wait for it. So kind of goes both ways. And you as a seller has to understand that, look, you're selling it. You don't have to ship it. There's no shipping fees. There's no time wasted. There's no, and you're moving inventory, and you're not paying any of the eBay fees. Simple as that, guys. So that's how I'm pricing it, and that's how I price my cards, especially for the show. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll let you guys know how this show will go if that's a good way to do it. Some people price it 120%, or they add, they off of comps, they add another 20% to give them room to negotiate. They want to try to get as much money as possible, and I understand that. But this is how I'm going to do it, because I'm looking to move stuff, man. I'm not looking to be a hard ass on my buyers or people who's looking to, the show. I'm trying to make it as simple and easy for them possible. Also, on top of that, I'm going to try and price everything on the card so they can see the pricing. They can look it up, they can research it, and they'll see that it's right at comps, and then we'll see if they want to make an offer or anything on that at the show. So there you guys go. That's kind of how I price things, how often I go back and reprice things. I try to keep it simple. I always say this KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I want to make sure it's as easy and as possible for me to price things out. I don't want to waste my time worrying about pricing. Did I price it right or whatever? I try to, like I just said, just keep it as simple as possible. Move forward, move cards, sell cards, flip cards, buy cards, source cards, all that good stuff. Spend more time doing that stuff than worrying about if I got it at the right price or whatever. So there you guys go. Hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit, how I price things. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is just from my experiences, what I do. It's not, the right way, the wrong way. It's just currently what I do. I might have to tweak it. I don't know, but you guys let me know, man. Other than that, man, if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, all good. I still appreciate you guys checking out the video. Check out my eBay store. The link is in the description. I am still trying to list whatever cards I can on a daily basis, what time I have on that. So I'm going to be doing that. Make sure you put offers in. Other than that, if you're in the Denver area, make sure you guys stop by the show, stop by the table. I will be there. Other than that, man, stay tuned. One more video this week. I'm going to do my recap of selling sports cards full time for a year. I'll give you guys the real thoughts of my experience, what I believe, what I think, and just my opinion. So other than that, man, until next time, have a good one, guys.
Go Caitlin Clark.
Go Caitlin Clark.